Let's find out how the party squares off these issues with its Secretary General, Fikile Mbalula. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mbalula.
Thank you and good morning, and thank you for having us.
Thanks for waking up so early for us. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Before we get into Madlanga and issues of ANC members, I want to get your response with regards to Donald Trump announcing yesterday that it will not be attending the G20 or any US officials.
We reject Donald Trump's assertions and fabrications. We had a whole delegation led by the president, and then he played a movie for us there and about our own situation. Trump's administration have got no regard for our sovereignty. They think that we are a substructure or a sub-country of the United States of America, which we believe that it is very unfortunate on their part. And therefore, our country must go ahead, and the G20 will take place without them. It's unfortunate that they've stirred up things which, in our view as the ANC, borders on imperialism. We are an anti-imperialist organization. We don't believe in the dominance of economic situations of other countries by the superpowers. We believe in fair trade relations between nations, and within the context of the multilateral approach. And in this particular regard, everything that Trump and his administration are doing flies against that. We are a constitutional state and a democratic state for that matter.
Okay, so after I've seen the video, that was shared by the ANC Secretariat. So they say, we reject Donald Trump's assertions and fabrications. The president led a delegation to the US, but instead Trump played a movie at the Oval Office. Trump administration has no regard for our sovereignty. They think we are sub-country of the US, which is very unfortunate. They have stirred up issues which border on imperialism. The ANC is imperialist. The G20 will go ahead. Well, that is Mbalula Fakela, that is the ANC Secretariat, and man is actually saying that, hey, wait a minute, what is actually wrong with Trump here? Trump is actually all over the place trying to cause false assertion and false claim on South Africa, claiming that there's a white genocide in the country. Well, the ANC Secretariat are saying that nope, there's nothing like that. And then they are saying that they are showing the world that they are still capable of hosting the G20. That will happen somewhere 23rd and 22nd of November in 2025 as well. So they are saying that they are not giving up on that, and they are telling Trump that he can come or not come. The G20 will still be on, and South Africa will still continue to engage them diplomatically to let them understand that there's nothing like white genocide happening in South Africa. Well, actually, this was what the Secretary Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State of the United States, actually tweeted recently. He says, Afrikaners have been continuously subjected to violent racial discrimination by the South African government. I applaud Puto's decision to not waste taxpayer dollars, send diplomats to the G20 while this heinous violence continues. So basically, that is the Secretary of State to the United States, and they are still affirming to their taste, and they are saying that they are not even entering South Africa because they still believe that South Africa is not being fair to the Afrikaner groups. What do you think about this, and where does your stand about this? As a South African watching this, or even as a United States person watching this, what do you think about Trump and his administration and the accusation on South Africa and an Afrikaner group? Let me know in the comment section, and let's see how things are happening and what you think about it. Again, man says, we hate the ANC with passion. But as South Africans, we stand with you on this one. Trump and his 69 Afrikaners on X making noise daily cannot dictate us, including from people. Well, man is actually saying that, well, basically we all doesn't like the ANC and mostly how they are ruling the country. But for sure, when it comes to external attack on South Africa, we are all one country and we definitely defend South Africa. That is beautiful to see. That's so much beautiful. Well, let's all actually reason like this, and Africa will be great. So one will ask, what are the countries that are in the G20 and what is so special about the G20? So the countries in the G20 are South Africa, Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Turkey, United Kingdom, United States, and organizations that also be present are the African Union and the European Union. So basically, these are the G20, but the US are saying that they are not going to be part of this year because they are not actually stepping their foot in South Africa. But come to think of it, there's a great world leaders are coming, bro. Russia, China, Xi Jinping and then Putin are all coming. Bro, give respect. India, man. I think US sitting down it's actually it's a blow to the G20, but still, bro, the countries representing are still huge. Big shout out to South Africa for representing Africa for this. This is a very, very, very beautiful thing to see. And I'm proud of South Africa, as South African, seeing this being unfold in Africa. Well, that's actually beautiful to see. Big shout out to South Africa for this. Big shout out too. Well, again, this one says, yes, you managed to insert yourself into Israel's internal affairs. Sorry, mate, it doesn't work that way. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Well, mine's actually saying that, well, South Africans now understand sovereignty, and you guys were moving all the way from South Africa to Middle East and trying to discuss about Israel and Palestinians issue. Mine is actually saying that, well, that also gives the Americans the right to also come and discuss the news of the South African issues as well. Well, that is two different things though, because what is happening between Israel and Palestine is not something you should compare to anything. That is actually sad and needs to be condemned. People cannot be killed like chickens like that. Okay, needs to be condemned, needs to be talked about. But for sure, this is what we are talking about today. Again, man says that you might be angry with the ANC, but we love our country and value our sovereignty. Well, yeah, that's a South Africa right there, and that is a very good call. They're saying that they may be mad with the ANC, but they love their country and they are ready to defend their sovereignty. I respect that. I respect that a lot. That should be so. You are not actually agreeing with the ANC's type of government doesn't mean that you wish bad for your country. No. We all want better for our countries, and that is exactly what a true patriotic South African should do, or a true African should actually fight for. And lastly, Mario is saying that now you are talking. It must be followed up by actions to show that South Africa can be bullied. Afrikaners who don't want to be here should know that they can live to go to their savior Trump. We are tired of playing fiddle in this country. Well, basically, these are all some assertions and points of other various African people and South Africans. You, my friend, can also share your point of view. Let's see where you start with the whole conversation going on. The name is Vashi. Thank you for your time. See you guys around for more African tips. Thank you.